Happy New Year, everybody! It's 2022, and for some reason you're watching the amazing Fleck doing his first YouTube post for the year of 2022. So today it's Sunday the 9th, and this year I have an intention of posting not every single day like last year, but regularly still, maybe once a week, maybe twice a week. It's still up in the air for me as I don't really know what my intentions are just yet, aside from the fact that I intend on remaking a lot of my tutorials. I want to remake the tutorials, make them straight and direct to the point, make them easier for people to understand and streamline them, make them more entertaining, and so on and so forth. So that's going to be a big goal for this year. Another big goal for this year is going to be picking up where I left off with Flex Local Artist of the Month Extraordinaire. I'm going to start with that and release the new artist in April. So I have January, February, March, and then I'm going to go back to April like I should have done last year. And I missed out on April all the way through December because if you've been following my channel, a lot's happened. So that's going to be exciting new stuff for this year. I'll be picking up where I left off with that. And I intend on making more videos, I think, on the subject of fatherhood for first-time fathers. I want to reach out to any people out there who are going to be first-time fathers and maybe provide them with some interesting feedback or some things I learn along the way, share my experience with anyone out there who's willing to listen, and also some content on potty training dogs, specifically German Shepherds. We got this little German Shepherd is about 11, 12 weeks now running around the house here, and I'm going to do some videos on that as well. I also want to continue to do more product reviews going forward, so my intentions for the year of 2022 is to keep doing what I'm doing, but scale it back a little bit more and focus more on quality instead of quantity. Like last year was a post every single day of the year challenge, and boy, oh boy, that was a lot of pressure on my shoulders to come up with original content. But right now, I'm sitting in my garage right now. I'm sitting on the Paisley couch. I thought I'd bring back the Paisley couch for the beginning of this year because this is my roots. This is where I got started, was posting on this couch. Started the whole entire process with New Year's Eve of 2020, and I ended the year with 2021 with COVID. My last post of the year was me admitting that I came down with COVID, and I had to spend the past 10 days or so just recovering from the illness and taking care of the puppy around the house and all of that sort of thing. So it's been a heck of a ride. I'm feeling a lot better now, about 90%. I'm grateful that I know this is a political issue for many people out there. I'm grateful personally that I took the vaccine. I know the vaccine doesn't necessarily give the results that a lot of us were hoping for and a lot of people were hoping for, but I think in my particular case it helped me out a lot by reducing how long I was sick for. And I managed to get a lot done throughout the past couple weeks too. If you're not new to my channel, you know that I was supposed to be in Mexico with my girlfriend right now and their kid from the 4th until like the 14th or the 15th, and that didn't quite work out because I got sick with COVID and we had to scale back the plans. And you can't travel like that, and nor would I want to. I'm not the type of person that would want to put other people at risk knowing what I had. So I hunkered down, stayed in my house, and I focused on just getting my stuff together. Right now you're seeing me inside my garage, and my garage is still pretty gnarly. There's just way too much stuff in here for me to manage, but I got through a good amount of it today. A lot of it's kind of assessing it, picking it up and saying, do I really need this in my life? Do I want to keep this around? I recommend to anyone out there, if you're watching this, I think it's a great idea to take a second look at the things that you own that you've been holding on to for a long time. A buddy of mine, he has a philosophy. If you've been holding on to it for a year and you haven't used it in a year, it's good to pick it up and take a look at it. Kind of like Marcy, I believe her name is. If it doesn't spark joy, then throw it away or give it away or sell it or something or donate it. But it is quite refreshing just to like get rid of things that you don't need or want anymore, or at least store them away somewhere in an organized fashion in a container. So if you're like, oh, I could use those acrylic paints for this particular project, or whatever it might be, any of those things for arts and crafts, or for if you're into gardening or something, or I don't know, old costumes in my case, because I'm a struggling starving artist, if you will. I'm actually pretty well fed these days, but you get the idea though. Yeah, just organizing your stuff and get rid of stuff that you don't need. It's really a breath of fresh air, and it takes a load off my shoulders, and I'm sure it would take a load off of other people's shoulders just to get rid of stuff you don't need anymore. It's a good feeling. So yeah, more or less my goals for the year of 2022 coming forward here is to post less but post higher quality content, like I've been stressing left and right here. To redo all of my tutorials in a better way that make it more palatable to the eye and to the ear, better quality sound and video, but also better quality presentation. Most importantly, the presentation is what's key. And I don't want to mince words as much as I've been doing in this video already, moving forward with my tutorials, or in the ones I've done when I first started. Too much emphasis on details and storytelling. People want the information now and immediately. They don't want to hear a guy's life story. It's like when you go out and you're trying to get a recipe for something on the internet and you have to hear about, oh, when I was a little girl on the farm, my grandmother used to bake this sourdough bread and the whole family would gather around the hearthstone oven. Like, no one cares about that, really. Like, it's a cute story. It might make you feel good, you know. Some people might care about that, but all in all, the internet does not care. They just want the information. They want you to give the information in a way that's quick and easy to understand. And that's what I'm hoping to do with my circus and flow arts tutorials and to redo them for this year. I think it'd be a good thing. Not each one, but I want to redo them and reorganize them in a way that's better. Also, once again, content for new fathers, first-time fathers, content for people who are raising puppies, particularly German Shepherds. In my case, I have a German Shepherd, and it's been a task. It's been a handful dealing with potty training this puppy and also trying to take care of my own self when I'm sick. And yeah, it's a lot to manage. So we got exciting things coming down this year, though. That's for sure. And I got more scripts written for comedic shorts that I want to do. All sorts of fun stuff's coming down the pipeline. I just felt the need to post something because I wanted to post at least once a week, and I missed out on last Sunday. But I thought, I need a break. I've been posting every single day for a year. I just need a little time to recover. I got the COVID. I got to deal with that. And I have all this stuff that I have to catch up on. And I'm pretty proud of myself. This past week, without posting, I've managed to put a lot of my time and energy into potty training the dog and to settling into my house finally, more so, because I'll give you a little sneak peek in my garage here. It's pretty bad still. Like, look at all this stuff. Like, it's just, those are some more costumes. They fell off this other clothing rack that just kind of busted in the garage. But I finally got them a nice sturdy metal rack. You got just random boxes of a bunch of stuff here that I still need to organize and just kind of go through and throw away. You, of course, got my faithful Paisley couch. You got this restroom sign from the all-famous Theater Bazaar party that happened back in 2010 to 2000. Oh, no, I'm sorry, 2000 to 2010 at what they call 2000 to 2009 at the old grounds where they used to do the Theater Bazaar party originally. And this is an original piece of restroom sign painted by the artiste himself. Yes, very fancy. So I have that in my possession. I got the Mad Hatter's Throne from the burlesque performance of Alice in Wonderland that we did called Wonderland, starring Roxy Delight, played our Alice, and a bunch of other amazing local Detroit talent was in there. And I was lucky to be asked to be part of it too, so that's pretty exciting. And that's the Mad Hatter's Throne right there. That's where the Mad Hatter was sitting. It's a pretty neat little piece of art there. And all sorts of stuff I just don't want to let go of. I love collecting art, but art that has meaning to me, art that's functional or has a personal connection to me, or otherwise touches me intellectually in some way, or emotionally, or spiritually even. Art's an amazing thing. So I intend on posting more about art in the future as well. But yeah, before I can do all that, though, I got to get my own life in order, my friends. There's so many changes going on, collectively speaking, and also individually in a lot of our lives. Especially with all these surges going on. We got differences of opinion about politics, religion, and all. I don't want to even go there. That's we all know where we stand on a lot of these issues, and trying to change other people's minds about it or even educate them in some cases is just like screaming into the void. So I'll leave that at that, I guess. But where I will say this, though, I think it's just important to read more information, and especially the information of the point of view you don't believe in. Specifically that, because you already know what you believe in, and you're already going to accept all the information and facts about things that reinforce your own perspective on what's going on in the world we live in, because this is a very strange time to be alive. But I think it's super important to really consider the side that you don't necessarily align with for a number of reasons. A really, really big reason is you might find something that changes your mind for the better or the worse, but either way, you might find something closer to truth, which is awesome. I think truth is better. Whether it makes you feel better or worse, truth is always the better route to go. It gives you a better foundation for reality. and a better way of going forward in life. So that's excellent. Another really good reason to understand the perspective of people outside of your own, or perspectives you don't really agree with, is so you can understand their mentality better. If you can understand their mentality better, maybe you can find a better way to deliver what you find to be true to them and help them consider it in a way that's not threatening to their sensibilities, to their ego, or to their map or model of reality. So it's really important for that. And then third, you kind of want to understand the opposition, like that whole phrase of know your enemy. I don't think you need to think of other people who don't believe what you believe in as your enemy. You can still have a kinship with these folks, but it's important to know how they think and operate so you can better understand how to react and how to talk to them in a way that would be constructive and positive for better communication's sake. Because this butting head stuff, it just isn't working out so well. So that's a wrap, folks. Thanks for tuning in to the Amazing Flex first broadcast of the year of 2022 from the Paisley couch in his garage. We'll be getting the studio space finished up and doing some more painting in there tonight. And hopefully next time you see this broadcast, you may or may not see me on this Paisley couch. I might be in the garage still, or I might be inside the new office showing off the new office, which would be pretty exciting. Sound recording studio and video production studio. I want to do a lot more audio and video content going forward. I want to make music. I want to share the music with the world. I got a soapbox. I got to stand on it. And I encourage anyone out there in the world who's watching this, if you want to start a YouTube channel, or if you want to start a channel anywhere, or if you otherwise want to start posting regularly on any one of the social media platforms, I think that's a good idea. If you have something to say or something to offer the world that is useful or unique, or some skill that you'd like to share, I think it's a great time to do that. No other time in human history have us artists had the opportunity to self-publish like we do nowadays. So I think it's a really good idea to take advantage of that opportunity. And I'm going to take advantage of the opportunity to cut myself short because it's time for me to get back to work. So thanks very much for watching, everyone. I appreciate it more than you would ever guess. Thanks for subscribing to my channel. Thanks for believing in me and coming along with the ride so far this far with me. It really means a lot. We're up to 1,060 subscribers now, which is just mind-blowing for me. It's just amazing, just without even posting the past week, getting up an extra 50 subscribers. It's just pretty amazing. So thanks very much for tuning in, everyone. And yeah, remember to never give up, by the way, and to do your best you can, to stay true to who you are on the inside, and to be amazing, folks. That's it. We'll see each other next time. Till then, peace.